Welcome, everybody, to the newest part of our show, Frenzy Talk.
That's right. We are back. This portion of the show is now called Frenzy Talk. This is where we will give you details on more details on what we wanted to go into with the games, or we might, and we'll also be talking about other stuff. We'll go into what basically we want to be able to. There are some people, some of the classrooms, that can't necessarily listen to the show as long, so we broke the show into two portions, and we have YouTube to also thank for that. But we're breaking the show into two portions for you guys, so that if you can't get to this second part, or you might want to join it for later, you can show it at a later time too. That'd be awesome as well. We'd still love to have everybody participate. That'd be cool. But it also gives our Facebook audience a chance to interact with us if they'd like to. So this is what we're going to do. What do you want to start off with tonight, Rose? This is all new. What do you want to give out some information first before we start?
Yeah, and we can jump from there. And I always have questions that we can always throw in here too. So first up, the Los Angeles Rams have hired Washington Redskins offensive coordinator Sean McVay as head coach. McVay is the youngest head coach in NFL history, turning 31 on January 24th. Happy birthday, Sean. Twitter immediately ripped the new Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Chargers are also moving to Los Angeles. They will no longer be the San Diego Chargers. They're the Los Angeles Chargers, and their logo is absolutely goofy looking. I think.
There's even a logo too.
Yep, new logo. I'm going to pull it up right now. Oh, there it is. It's trending. One second, turn my camera. All right.
Oh, wow. That sucks. That is a terrible logo.
Yes, yep. That is everybody.
You have got to be kidding me.
That is what it looks like. People are saying it kind of reminds them of like the Tampa Bay Lightning. It reminds them of the Los Angeles Dodgers logo, kind of. But it's hilarious because they... people have already started ripping it apart. The funniest one I saw, let me go back to my Facebook page here, because somebody took some time to come up with this one, but it is a perfect representation of how dumb this logo looks. People are taking the logos and redoing it. So if you can't tell what that is LOL, so laughing out loud. So those if you click on the article on the Facebook page, they posted some of the. I'm going to pull it up because some of them were just.
I'm pulling up a little bit of the. I'm pulling up an article right now here to give you guys some stuff on here. Let's see. Chargers have to. Okay. It says Chargers chairman Dean Spanos. This is coming from the ESPN page. Says he was in no mood to reflect on Thursday morning after officially announcing his plan to move the franchise to Los Angeles after 56 seasons in San Diego. He says he's going to look forward, not backwards, in a brief phone call. While I'm reading some of this article, Rose will give you some of these logos. It's kind of cool.
That's the one I was talking about. It's a combination of, you have LA and then the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
This one, they just took an L and put a lightning bolt at the end of it.
Oh. You know what L stands for, people.
Lame.
These are great.
Somebody took Harry Potter and put the LA logo on his forehead there.
Anyway, the Chargers owner is saying they're leaving behind lots of family or lots of friends, but they've made this decision and they're committed to it, and everybody is 100% behind them. They quickly changed their Twitter name and showed off a new Dodgers-like logo, so that's what they're going for, a Dodgers-like logo. Although they says the team is going to continue using their traditional Lightning logo for now.
This ETD 51 says not to brag, but I
gross.
definitely designed NFL logos for a living.
Listen to this. Hello. So they've posted this new logo, and it hasn't even been approved by the NFL yet.
Wow.
This has not been approved by the NFL yet.
That's
a
pretty
working logo and has not been approved by ESPN yet. So
interesting. Moving on here, Throwback Thursday, speaking of which, farewell to the Joe. I always love these that Fox Sports Detroit posts. Today they posted Brett Hall's 700th career goal. And at the end of that was February 10th, 2003. Brett Hall ended up scoring, I think they said 46 more goals after that, and he's fourth on the all-time scoring list. He was the second quickest NHL player to score 700 career goals, only behind, of course, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. The Buffalo Bills have agreed to a deal with Sean McDermott to hire him as the new head coach. So already we're having new head coaches.
Yeah, coaching changes. That's two right off the bat, right?
Yep. Congratulations goes out to Chris Jericho, who is the new United States champion. Tim and I were talking about this the other day, and I believe that makes him... He's held every championship now except for the Universal Championship now. So congratulations to him. Also, here, another head coach signing. The Denver Broncos have reached an agreement with Vance Joseph to make him their new head coach. The Broncos head coach ended up retiring or resigning due to health issues, I believe is what they were saying. Get ready, Tiger fans. Tigers will officially begin reporting for spring training on February 13th. So, 1 month from now, they'll be down there training in Florida. It looks like this is getting very serious. Floyd Mayweather is serious about making a fight with Conor McGregor happening. They're already talking about how much the winning guy would get and what percentage of TV money endorsements they would get between the two of them. So if this fight happens, this may be bigger than Mayweather versus Pacquiao. So stay tuned.
Oh, man. Legendary coach Wes Miles says he's open to possibly accepting the Western Michigan University opening job.
Wow.
He has family in Western out that way, so... Holy smokes, we'll be on that. We'll be keeping an eye on that. I would actually love that. That would be so awesome. I think he could put all the damage that PJ Fleck has done to the program. I'm very disappointed in Coach Fleck and the shenanigans he's been pulling. Apparently, some of the stink that's going on with all this stuff is... He's taken some of the coaches with him from Western, and these guys were texting and calling up recruits that had committed to Western Michigan already, and they flipped them to Minnesota while being paid by Western Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know what? I really enjoy Coach Wes, and I feel, he's a Go Blue guy, of course. And I feel like he could come in and make them forget all about PJ Fleck in Western Michigan. So, man, we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully that happens.
Yeah, that would be huge. Mark Super Samoan Hunt has filed a lawsuit against UFC, Dana White, and Brock Lesnar. Mark Hunt is the guy who fought Brock Lesnar in his last UFC fight, and Brock Lesnar defeated him, but it came out that Brock Lesnar was tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. So I'm sure the lawsuit is probably because UFC and Dana White weren't testing Brock Lesnar properly. Speaking of Chris Jericho winning the United States champion, winning the U.S. title, he does become the 7th superstar to hit a Grand Slam. He won the WWE title, Intercontinental Tag titles, European, Hardcore, and now the United States champion. Sad news for Michigan fans. Jabril Peppers is leaving for the NFL.
Yes, he finally broke down and said he is going to leave for the NFL. I'm terrible. I'm kind of disappointed by this. I was really hoping he'd come back, but I mean, he's going to have. I feel like he'll have success in the NFL. Where do you see him going in the draft? Do you think?
It's too early to
feel
say.
Like it's going to be a top 10 for him, maybe.
I could see that just because of his athletic ability.
I really think I'm sure he'll be at the combine. I'm sure that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think I have a feeling people are going to want to see him in one position. I think they're going to feel people are going to want to see him play one particular position. So
yeah, you won't see him play multiple positions there. And speaking of done playing, Carl Edwards has decided not to race this coming year. Fox Sports issues a statement refuting speculation that Carl Edwards will join the network. I am assuming the NASCAR network. But he's not racing, so I'll have to take Carl Edwards off of our sheets and put in somebody else.
True that. Good thing. So other teams are starting to get in on this stuff. The Dallas Stars burned the Los Angeles Chargers by stealing the Cowboys logo. So this is the new Dallas Stars logo.
Upload. There you go. They just changed the color. That's awesome.
The article says that after the Tampa Bay Lightning quickly noticed that it looked like the Chargers simply morphed the Lightning signature bolt with the Los Angeles Dodgers logo and decided to poke fun at the Chargers on Twitter.
Congratulations goes out to Clemson football as they win the national championship on Monday. It's their first national championship since 1981.
And it came down to the final play of the game, folks. You know, I thought at one point it was getting late. It was like after 12, and I'm like, I got to go to work tomorrow. It looks like Alabama's got this wrapped up. And then I wake up in the morning and turn on the sports page, and I'm like seeing this, how exciting it got. I'm like, geez, man. I missed out on a good game.
Yeah, I always love it when the championship game is a battle like that. That's how a NFL game should be. Speaking of the Royal Rumble, if you would have asked me at the beginning of January surprise entries, I would have said The Undertaker. Well, he's flat out come out and said, no, I am going to be in the Royal Rumble match this year. So that takes away one of my surprise entries this year. Right. Tim and I always do this every year. We always try to kind of predict who we think are the surprise entries of the year. There's always surprise entries. Last year they had AJ Styles make his WWE debut. I think the year before they had Bubba Ray Dudley make his return back to WWE. Who do you see coming in?
It's a given. I figure Samoa Joe will be there. You haven't seen him. He hasn't been on NXT in the last few weeks.
Nope.
And they put an end to that rivalry. So
Yep.
I have a feeling we'll probably see the return of Finn Balor. I think that's going to make for an interesting mix right there.
I could see that one. If that one happens, I'll be really excited about that one. I'm a huge Finn Balor fan.
So legends-wise, I was going to throw out there, I was thinking that maybe, just maybe, we might see the return of Hulk Hogan, because they've been kind of talking about that. But then I heard a fan posted online that at the taping of at the live Raw, they removed him from the front row because he was dressed as Hulk Hogan. So,
well, I think they changed his seat. I think is what it was, so he wasn't on camera.
Yeah, but still, come on.
Yeah, pretty petty still. For me, I got to Samoa Joe. I was going to be one of them. I was thinking Finn Balor maybe also. I could see Shinsuke Nakamura. Just because. I don't
know. With him holding the title, I'm not sure. I'm still not certain about that.
You got to remember, though, the night before, he is facing Bobby Roode for the NXT title.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going out on a limb and predicting that Bobby Roode will win the NXT championship and Shinsuke will show up on the Royal Rumble.
Huh.
And then who else was I thinking? I gonna go out on a limb on this one and say Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
I kind of he's been losing down in NXT a little bit lately, but he's such a crowd favorite. I think he would do really good on the main roster, especially as a good guy babyface.
I agree.
Legends wise, I've heard reports Kurt Angle is going to make his return back to WWE, and I bet that sets him up for the WWE Hall of Fame.
I could see Kurt Angle coming back. I could also see with him, with him being a trainer again, I could see real easily HBK coming back for Royal Rumble.
Well, because on Monday Night Raw, he super kicked somebody.
HBK did?
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch Raw yet because I think
it was the same night that Taker was there.
Yeah,
I saw something. He super kicked somebody.
I was watching the championship game, so I had to record Raw. So I'll be watching that this weekend probably.
And lastly, my last legend.
I'm trying to think what legends are healthy enough to even come back right now.
Oh, you got to remember, legends don't necessarily have to be able to wrestle. They just sometimes make an appearance just to, like as a surprise entry. They always have surprise entries. I'm gonna say.
But a lot of these guys are beat up and in bad shape. That's why I'm trying to think of somebody that would be worthy of.
I'm gonna say Diesel, Kevin Nash. He makes appearances every once.
And that wouldn't be much of a surprise to me, really, if he did.
No, it wouldn't be either for me.
You're right. I bet he might make an appearance. You're right. That would be a good appearance for him.
I could see him, or every once in a while, Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes out. So,
trying to think if there's anybody from the old WWE universe that would be relevant in this day and age that could still do something. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to do some research. And I'm trying to think if there's any old WCW guys that could come back. Food for thought for future shows. We got a few weeks to think about the Royal Rumble yet. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. We might be saying something right now, and in a week here, they'll come out and say, I'm entering the Royal Rumble.
Here's some more interesting news for you on the Chargers situation. They're going to be playing in a very small stadium for their debut. They're going to be playing in a 30,000 seat soccer stadium for 2017.
30,000?
Yeah, 30,000 seater. That's it.
Wow, that is a small stadium.
Um, they're going to play. Wait a second here. Okay, it's a matter of where the Chargers will play. Okay, so according to Pro Football Talk, they'll be playing in the professional soccer stadium for the next 2 years, specifically the 30,000 seat StubHub Center, which serves as the home for MLS's Los Angeles Galaxy. It gives the Chargers a chance to market a very unique experience. Yeah, it sure does. They're feeding us a line of BS to try and get people interested in it.
Yeah, I think that's going to hurt them. I mean, you're talking about ticket sales are going to plummet. I mean, the only thing I can think to make up for that is that they're going to have to jack the price up on the tickets.
Well, they said Charger fans, the San Diego Charger fans, are fit to be tied and not happy about it.
Oh yeah, I don't get why all of a sudden we're moving all of our teams to Los Angeles.
Yeah, no kidding. What's the big appeal in LA right now?
I
What's going on in LA, Roger? Can you tell us?
I mean, there's already the Los Angeles Angels, the Los Angeles, oh my gosh, the Angels, the Dodgers. That's baseball. Football now we have the Los Angeles Chargers and the Los Angeles Rams. Am I missing one there? Is there a third team? Hockey, there's the Los Angeles Kings. Then there's basketball, and you have the Los Angeles Lakers, the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't get why certain towns need so many teams.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know.
It's kind of the same thing with New York. Why is there the Mets and the Yankees? Why the Brooklyn Nets and the Knicks? And I focus on one team, people. On Friday, February 3rd, the Walleye jerseys. Friday the 3rd and Saturday the 4th. It's the end of the world weekend. And this is what their logo or their jerseys will look like.
Those are pretty awesome looking. I would love to have one of those. That is awesome.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Michigan hires a new passing game coordinator.
Right away from the Cleveland Browns.
Yep. Pep Hamilton is his name. Well, I'd be leaving the Cleveland Browns pretty quickly too. So who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble this year, Tim?
I want to go with Goldberg. That's who I really want to win it because I want to see him go for another title run. I'd love to see him back and do a title run again, but I'm not real sure. I'm skeptical about that now because I'm thinking they're going to build up to a more of a Brock Lesnar and him feud. So I'm thinking it's going to end ugly somehow. You know how they flip back and forth on wrestling.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Brock Lesnar get the win, but at the same time, I would love to see Goldberg get the win, but at the same time, I think they're going to build up more hype for and this will supposedly be the Brock Lesnar turn for.
My guess is Goldberg's going to come out like number 20, and then Lesnar's going to come out like 21, 22, and they're going to eliminate each other, and it's going to set up a rivalry for WrestleMania between the two of them. Reports I'm hearing is that at WrestleMania we're going to have Cena versus Undertaker. Is the report I'm hearing. So they haven't Let me pull up WWE's page here. See what the rest of the pay-per-view looks like. Cause
do you think there's any chance that Triple H is going to Rumble this year?
I was just thinking that too. Actually, it's funny you say that. That I could see that he. I just hope that Roman Reigns doesn't.
The whole Shield's going to be in it.
Yep.
The Shield in it.
Yep. Dean and Roman and I'm kind of thinking that eventually, pretty soon here, I think we're going to have a Shield reunion.
Shield footage just went up on WWE Network.
Yep.
It kind of makes me think if they're leaning towards something like that. And for me, are they going to make some changes to the show so that, and is it going to be? I don't know if it's going to be that now. I was thinking maybe they could have the Shield go after the Wyatt family, but I know they're leading up to what's his name? Versus the Viper. I'm pretty sure that's what they're leading up to. The other guy in the mix. His name escapes me right now.
I guess Roman. It's going to be AJ Styles versus John Cena, and then Bayley is going to be facing Charlotte, and it looks like Jericho versus, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens rematch, but it looks like they're going to hang Jericho from a shark cage. That way it takes him out of the picture. And then also we're going to have Neville battling for the Cruiserweight title.
I am so disappointed in a Neville situation. I really am. I don't know, this hard-nosed, I'm just not trying to make him feel like they did. Now we're black, he comes out, he's just brutal. I kind of like the superhero.
Yeah. Preview. So right now, those look like the matches as of right now. It's going to come to you from the San Antonio Alamo Dome on January 29th. We are 17 days away, 0 hours and 10 minutes and 37 seconds away from that. Rick Swann versus Neville, Charlotte Flair. I think it's funny now. It's Charlotte Flair versus Bayley, AJ Styles versus John Cena, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. Chris Jericho will be suspended in a shark cage, and of course, the 2017 Royal Rumble. Reading more, I'll see who is in as of right now. See if they list it. So far, the following superstars have been announced for the gigantic Royal Rumble match: The Undertaker, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, Miz, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, all of New Day, Braun Strowman, Chris Jericho, Baron Corbin are the superstars that have committed to the Royal Rumble. I can't really see them listing too many more guys. I feel like that takes away from the surprise of who's coming out.
Surprise element.
Yeah. So I hope that's not what they're going to do. I hope they're not going to sit there and list off every single guy there. So
I don't see that happening. I don't see them doing that.
But do you have anything else for us, Tim?
Trying to think, was there anything else we were thinking about talking about? No, I guess I don't. I don't have anything at the top of my head.
But we'll continue to brainstorm and for the Frenzy Talk each week. I think we're only thinking about really doing this on the Picks edition, or did you want to do this on the recap?
No, I think we can keep this to the Picks edition. I think anything we want to add, Frenzy Talk-wise, we can throw right in, because the recap show is always fairly short anyway, so we can go do that still.
We might on the recap show throw it in at the end of the show like we sometimes do.
Yeah, I think that.
But usually it's not that much because you're talking about Thursday to Sunday. It's your very small window.
Try to keep the recap show pretty simple, so I'm cool with that. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed our first Frenzy Talk, and you enjoyed being able to go into a little more detail with us here, and we hope you really enjoyed that. And we will be back with you guys again. Looks like we'll be able to do Sunday, right?
I was gonna say, I'm like, do we really want to commit to a Sunday show?
We won't. Well, it'll be Sunday or Monday, depending on what happens in the wide world of sports this weekend.
I mean, look at last weekend. For sure we should be able to get one in on Sunday for you guys for Monday, and look what happened. The Pistons were delayed.
I don't know why I don't ever say this, but if you missed anything on Facebook for the Picks Edition part of the show, you can always go back and watch it again. It'll be on Facebook, and you can watch the recorded show as well. So it'll be up eventually too. So get out there and enjoy some sports this weekend, everybody. There's some good games. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone.
And I'm Jamie. And as always, go blue.
Go blue. And we are out. We will talk to you guys again real soon.